USA is looking to get the final week of the Winter Games off to a golden start after failing to pick up any medals yesterday. The Americans are hoping to break their drought in the women's mono bob later today. Joining us now is 24/7 Mornings co-anchor and co-anchor of CBS Saturday Morning, Kelly O'Grady. Hello, my friend. Good to see you. No medals yesterday. Is this the sign of, Kelly, one of the things that we've been talking about, Gail and I and Eva were talking about it this morning, which is that are we, the media, the expectations, social media, which is even more powerful than it was 4 years ago, is there too much pressure for these athletes? I recall Ilya Malinin, after he had that spectacular collapse, he was saying something, Kelly, to his coach. He said, if I had just been at Beijing, I wouldn't have flamed out this time around. Yeah, because I think what he was trying to say, Kelly, was that if he had had maybe a little bit of Olympic experience, he would have been prepared for the pressure. What did you make of that?
Yeah, so that was in reference to the fact that the United States did not send him to the 2022 Beijing Olympic Games, even though he had made the podium at nationals. They didn't think he had enough experience. And when you are sent to an Olympic Games in figure skating, it is not just based on your placement at the Olympic trials, but your body of work. And so I think what he was trying to say in the moment is if he had felt that pressure before on that big stage, that he would have been better prepared. And this is something that we've seen not just in figure skating. You know, Michaela Schifrin has talked about, struggles with the pressure. And I want to play you a little bit of sound because everyone goes, well, it's just another competition, right? We actually talked to a sports psychologist with Team USA, Dr. Jess Bartley. Listen to what she had to say.
It's really different just because it's every 4 years. The crowds are different, the stadiums, the spirit of it is really different. We're trying to get veterans involved, who's been there before, who can talk to them. So it may feel like the first time, but we walk them through a lot of the nuance of what this is going to look like well before it happens.
The reality is, though, when you get there and you're out on the ice alone or you're out on the slopes alone, hard to deal with that self-talk when something goes wrong. And so in some cases, you are seeing the athletes deal with this pressure. Now, you did mention no medals for Team USA this weekend. It was partially that, but it was also partially some of the sports that we competed in. We are not at the very top of the potential medal board. But yeah, I think, overall, this Olympics has shown that there's a lot of pressure on these folks.
Speaking of pressure, unfortunately, I am forced to ask you about a controversy involving my Canadian friends in the curling team. So there's this big controversy, which is kind of funny to me, honestly, because it is such a cute, chill, mild-mannered sport.
It doesn't sound like it.
But this was fiery. I mean, they dropped an F-bomb.
Yes. I was going, man, Chanel, I thought the Canadians were really chill about this. Yeah, so the Canadian controversy in curling, the men's and women's team are accused of cheating. So for those of you that don't know the rules of curling, you are allowed to touch the the handle of the stone as many times as you want up until the point that you get to the hog line or the release line. That's when you see the players release. Well, Canada is accused of a double touch, so just sort of hitting it a little bit. There is no replay in curling, and so you're not able to go back and look at it again. The Swedes actually filmed what was going on, and so both sides have been accused of it, and it did end in this screaming match where some expletives were shared. So definitely a little bit more spicy maybe than we see the Canadians that we're used to.
Listen, they closed the deal. That's all that matters.
Oh,
we're good.
Come on. Yeah,
To Americans, don't you think you'd be like, it's fine. It was just the one time.
I'm all about fair play, Chanel.
Sure. Not when there is a gold medal on the line, okay?
Canada. Kelly, always good to have you, my friend.
Thanks,
Thank you
Kelly.
very much. Appreciate you.